Alright. So the first song we played was called Methuselah, and that song was lead is sung by Alan Tate, and Ray Cassidy sings the female vocals on that. Eliza plays violin, and Tyler plays guitar. I'm Ellis, I play the piano. And that song is sort of, actually, I think that song turned out to be about one of the throwaway lyrics that I had initially put in it when I was writing it. I just didn't know what to put in this one section, so I said, I don't think of you when I'm missing you. And that lyric ended up actually being what the song is kind of about. It's about this feeling of loneliness and loss and like moving forward towards sort of an unknown conclusion, but not really knowing where you can attribute that feeling to. It's like a love song or a lament, but it's not really about anyone. It's about the feeling more than anything. It's that melancholy feeling. So, yeah, that song went through a few iterations. Once Alan started singing it, he switched a bunch of lyrics in the chorus back and forth and around, and that's the acoustic version. In the live version, there's sax and trumpet and drums as well. The second song is called "Oh Darling," and that's one of the last songs on the record. And in that song, it's sort of, on the record, there's this male and this female character who are kind of talking back and forth to each other, and at that point, they're really just not listening to each other. Ray's just complaining, and Alan's kind of complaining, and they're not even listening. They're totally missing each other. And that sets the stage for the last song, I think, which is sort of a big catharsis of that. So those are the two songs there.
I didn't know I was complaining.
Oh, darling, I've been so miserable.
So, I mean, you know, it's funny, I ask this of a lot of bands. Some of the best songs are the most depressing songs. I mean, do you kind of gravitate toward depressing shit, or is there some upbeat stuff? You have a new album coming out, or the first album, right? So,
yeah.
What's the material like? Is there any happy songs that, you know, I know it's raining right now, so it's fitting, but...
Yeah, I mean, I guess it sounds like the single is like crazy and really loud and really upbeat, but I think it kind of alternates nicely between sort of neurotic and all over the place and really high energy, and then almost things that are almost dead and really, you know, dark. So.
Yeah, that song is...
I meant that as a deep compliment. Like,
There's compliment in there somewhere.
No. Like, I mean, listen, I listen to Radiohead all the time, but, you know, I don't exactly want to, you know, have a lollipop and, you know, go sing Christmas carols outside.
Right.
Did anyone get that visual, by the way? I just said, have lollipops and sing Christmas songs outside.
That's our MO. We've done it. Tyler did that.
I did that with his kids.
So, I mean, the thing that I like is that there's a lot of different things going on in the band, and somehow it all just kind of goes together, which is awesome. Was it always the case? Like, were you just kind of experimenting a little bit?
I think there's been definitely a learning curve. I mean, on the recording, there's 22 musicians, so to get that down to any number like 5 is going to be a struggle. So there was a period of time, I think, where we were sort of figuring out how to fill some of the holes. But I mean, one of the things that's been so great is like, I mean, everyone in this band has other projects in their own right that they're the star of, you know, and so it's cool. Every part of the instrumental landscape is filled so sort of charismatically that I think things fit pretty nicely together.
And are there 17 songs on the album?
Yeah, there's.
I mean, I mean, in this day and age, I mean, shit, you guys could have gotten away with like a 3-song EP. So it's pretty amazing to me to hear 17 songs on the debut album. So congrats on that. I hope they're all good, though. Just kidding.
There's like 5 interludes, I think, or 6 or something, and then 11 songs. And on our live show, we mostly just played a lot of the songs because the interludes are they're a little more orchestrated in a way that's difficult to translate, especially to like a club, you know.
How was it playing like here, like in a classroom, totally acoustic? I mean, it's a nice switch, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Salon style.
Well, it's good practice for us because Alan's voice is much quieter than Ray's and Eliza's, so it's interesting to try to balance that.
It's a nice contrast. I mean, your voice is so freaking deep. I mean, like, yeah, like
floorboards.
You should have like a low voice. I don't know what the wording is with the national lead singer. Just totally take him on.
Oh yeah, just
like just totally like a throwdown. Yeah.
Well, he played basketball in college, so you know,
yeah, the national guy doesn't play basketball. Like you could just tell, like he just sits in the dark probably. So No, I mean, I love them, but again, anyway. So you guys are obviously on the road now, or you soon will be. The album's coming out the 17th. So, I mean, what's it like just kind of sitting and waiting?
Do it.
It's not much sitting. There's definitely very little sitting happening. No, we're all really, really busy, amping up. It's hard to feel like being on the road is even real, because there's so much to come before that.
Yeah. Yeah, we sort of thought there'd be this like period before we leave on the 24th, where we were like, you know, we had a few little things, and then it's just really filled up. We have sessions almost every day, and like we just have it's a lot of. It feels like it's a you know, sort of a crescendo of activity rather than a lull before the storm.
Like baptism by fire kind of thing.
Definitely some of that.
Well, I hope you guys come back. You know what's funny? The camera just like gave me a heat signal that it's too hot in here.
It's too hot.
Wow.
So I hope you guys will come back. I'll throw up the heat, you know, or maybe I'll throw up the air conditioning during the winter just to mix it up a little bit, you know. Just make it as uncomfortable as humanly possible for everybody. Well, good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Sounded
Thank
great.
you so much for